502 area code. Who's this?
Hey, this is Tom from Lexington again.
Tom from Lexington. What's on your mind, Tom?
I called again a few months ago about Jordan Peterson. I know Michael's writing a book about it. I actually have to write a paper about Peterson's rhetoric and how cultural Marxism is not a real thing.
Oh.
So that's what I'm working on right now.
I got a recommendation for you. Cuck Philosophy did a good takedown on YouTube of this.
That's a good channel.
Heck yeah, I already subscribed to them, and I subscribed to all you guys. But the thing I want to talk about is, did you all see the Think Progress piece about how Portland cops found guns and alt-right people loaded up?
Yeah, I have that right here, actually. This is from over the summer, and this is actually from the Oregonian. So Patriot Prayer members, that's their group, stationed themselves on a downtown Portland rooftop with a cache of guns prior to a summer protest. City officials announced this for the first time on Monday, which is apparently the first time that Mayor Ted Wheeler learned about it. This is pretty shocking that the cops obviously didn't share this with anybody. The Portland Police Bureau discovered individuals who positioned themselves on a rooftop parking structure in downtown Portland with a cache of firearms. They had the weapons included long guns. They and there was just a press conference. There were no arrests made because the protesters had not broken any laws and had licenses to carry concealed weapons. Asked why the public was not told of the incident sooner, Chief Danielle Outlaw said, "Hindsight is always perfect."
They're out of control. This is not the first story from the Portland
You guys
Police
need
Department.
everybody needs to follow Corey Pine on this.
Yes.
He reports this really hard, and we did a show on Majority Report over a year ago on the murders that took place in Portland with that alt-right guy as well. And there is a very long-standing pattern here of the gentle version would be police incompetence, and I would argue maybe some sort of complicity in this stuff.
More vigilance than that would, be very vigilant out there.
Very vigilant.
This is pretty nuts that the police department, as a regular practice, does not inform the mayor that there were armed folks who were not just walking the streets with their, but actually taking a position on the top of a parking structure, which ostensibly is like where you would go if you were being a sniper, right? I mean, you don't have to be some type of tactician to know this. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, and I am from Kentucky, so I want to apologize for Mitch McConnell and the failure Kentuckians for the rest of this country. But if you Google EKU and police infiltration, someone at EKU published a paper, and I wish I could pull it up right now, but I can't, about how white supremacists have infiltrated police departments all across the country and law enforcement branches. And now we're seeing it play out in real time with what happened in New York and what happened in Portland.
Yeah.
I have to say, though, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I got one more thing for you, Michael, but it's on a different matter, but you go ahead.
I think there's even something to be said, even in this sort of like, who is the ultimate enemy sort of conversation, and obviously recognizing that centrists and neoliberals are a major problem. In New York, if you didn't have Cuomo, who is the worst, and de Blasio, who in some ways is frankly pretty bad, immediately come out and use their platforms like that, I don't think the NYPD would be going out and doing this and making sure that dynamic can play out in New York. And that's a perfect example of why those relative choices definitely matter.
Matters, folks.